And let's turn now to some guests joining us to discuss this big story, of course, involving Mohsin Naqvi, who is resorting to new lows every day. We have Noel David, former Indian cricketer, joining us live. Sunil Yashkalra, cricket scholar, is live with us. Toss Rizvi, sports journalist, also joins us on the broadcast. Noel, let me make a start with you first. What explains this position that Mohsin Naqvi is taking despite international condemnation for his actions? He is resorting to new lows every day with these fresh statements. What explains this, and is it time for the ICC to rein him in?
It's time for us to say he's gone out of his head here. Okay, let's be very honest. What does he think? That if he gives a statement that an Indian team will come flying to Dubai and take the trophy, he should be thinking 10 times before he can give a statement. Okay, I think we are giving a lot of TRP to him, always discussing about that one person who has no value at all. He may be the chairman of the ACC, but he should know what is he talking about. This is Indian team. We have a pride. If you could not give us a trophy there, what are you thinking? And in which country are you talking about? This is India, boss. Let's put it across to him that we have our own pride. We won the trophy. We will this thing, but you can't dictate term with us. Say you come to Dubai, we'll give you a trophy. We'll put red carpet. We already had all the red carpets in our own country. So I think it's time for him to just keep his mouth zipped and get on to things what he has to do there. Let's not let him not poke his nose into our cricket.
Yes, Sunil Yashkalra, let me quickly draw you in here. Sunil Yashkalra, why is Mohsin Naqvi trying to make these statements day after day? Is it simply to try and placate the ICC, to try and offer himself a face saver after global embarrassment for him and the ACC under his leadership? He's been called a trophy chore, which he is. He's of course someone who has embarrassed the game of cricket, tried to turn the ACC into his personal fiefdom, but failed. At the end of the day, what explains these constant statements by him? Is he trying to face save before the ICC, and is his strategy going to work?
Well, it's a face-saving exercise. Well, let me just, through this program, Uday, let me just share with you another insight that ICC has definitely taken a strong note of this particular incident that has happened. When Simon Dool actually said that he's been informed by the ACC that Indian team is not going to take the trophy, it was also scripted by Mohsin Naqvi's office that ACC has done that. Now, strong sources within the ICC tell me that by the end of this year, there is going to be a strong committee meeting happening, or earlier next year, which is January, and a very strong action will be taken against Naqvi. I quite agree with Noel David's statement that we are just trying to give him little more advantage than he should actually be getting. It's a face saver, you rightly said. Unfortunately, he's trying to make himself feel relevant by just making these, offering whatever little he could. And India has already made up a mind that we're not going to take any trophy or anything. I mean, even the Kuldeep Yadav's check as the player of the match he wasn't involved anyways to it. In fact, he knows exactly the art of staying in the news. You must also realize that he's a former journalist from ARY television, and he is he knows how to create news. That's it. Positive or negative, it doesn't matter to him, because he's at the end of the day, he's a politician. And before I conclude, it's not the first time he's taken something away. I mean, at some stage, 3-4 years ago, he's had to give money back to the government of Pakistan, because at that point of time, he was with the Punjab state in Pakistan, where it was criminally convicted. He was criminally convicted of taking money out from the treasury boxes, and he had to repay a fine of 35 lakhs. So again, he's quite known for controversy. We've given him enough coverage, and I think he's just trying to make himself feel relevant by adding India's name. Yes, Uday.
All right, let me in fact quickly join Toss Rizvi then as well for his analysis. Toss, as far as you're concerned, what do you make of these constant face savers by Mohsin Naqvi. What is he really attempting? What sort of image is he really creating for himself, for the PCB, before the international world? Is it time then for other nations also, other boards also, to call him out for this behavior? This individual obviously thinking that he himself is a mini ruler, whereas he's not, trying to summon the team for a ceremony according to his whims and fancies. I mean, who the hell does he think he is?
Exactly, he's behaving like a dictator, exactly as if he owns the whole trophy and the tournament and the Asian Cricket Council, and that is how it all went yesterday, the other day. And somewhere or the other, BCCI has to come clear, like how exactly they want the trophy. BCCI will have to take certain kind of actions. Yeah, Devjit Saikia has threatened to inform the ICC about this guy's antics, whatever is happening. But then no sort of clarity has come out from the BCCI exactly what are the actions they are planning. I mean, it's been more than a month right now. The trophy should have been here in India, but unfortunately, no steps except for a couple of meetings here and there, online talks. Trying to asking or requesting Mohsin Naqvi to give the trophy. I mean, we are the powerhouse. We are the dons of world cricket. I mean, is this how we have to? Yeah, the good thing is that we are taking one step at the BCCI is taking one step at a time. They are not completely going all out. But somewhere or the other, you have to draw the line. Somewhere or the other, you have to convey the message directly. The president have to come and do something, convey their message to the ICC straight away. What is happening? I mean, yeah, they have said in the meeting, and they have got the support of Sri Lanka and Afghanistan in regards to the ICC chori, the Asia Cup chori from the podium. But again, Mohsin Naqvi will do whatever he wants because still he is the chairman of the Asian Cricket Council. He has the powers. He is still he may be a nobody for us, but still he is the Asian Cricket Council chairman. So he wrote a beautifully written letter to the BCCI, considering you are the champions, you did a great job and played fantastic cricket. Surya should come all the way to the UAE, pick up the trophy. We'll hand over the trophy in a very grandeur manner. I mean, I don't know what exactly he wants. When the message has been conveyed, we know the BCCI, the Indian cricket team, won't take the trophy from you. End of the debate completely. But here, the debate, the topic has been stretched unnecessarily like a chewing gum, and it will keep on going on unless BCCI comes out with a clear message that, okay, Mohsin Naqvi, it's done and dusted. You cannot, rule like a dictator. You have to come out with this. Otherwise, I mean, this will keep on. We will keep on debating. We will keep on discussing, but things won't come to an end. BCCI will have to pull up their socks, take a strong decision.
Absolutely. Yes, Noel David coming back in. He has an intervention to make. Noel.
Statement. He has the power. What power does he have? If he had the power, he should have ethics. Ethics of, doing the celebrations. Ethics of giving the trophy in a nice way. All right. He knew that we were under a war with them. He should, when the handshake was not there, he should have understood, okay, right, this is not the right time. He should have, gone back and then send the trophy to us. That should have been, then we would have respected him, He knew, during the presentation of the captains, Surya Kumar Yadav had a handshake with him. Okay, later on, there was no handshake with the players. Then you should have understood right away there, saying that, this is not the right time. I will go personally and hand over the trophy later on to the Indian team, or send it across to the BCCI. That should have been. Then I think there would have been a mutual respect with him, but no power. There's nothing called power. He is robbing his powers. He's trying to show that I am the chairman. There's no such thing. He is just a party to the Asian Cricket Council. They have nominated him as a chairman. Next 2 years there'll be someone else. So that the power is not there for him. Okay, so you should understand as a person, as an ambassador to Pakistan cricket, which he is doing so, he should have had a moral respect in handing over the trophy by now. Okay, it's already, as Tausi said, 1 month. I think he should have sent it a week. As soon as we won, 1 week later after our victory, he should have sent it.
Okay, let me get you in here, Sunil Yashkalra. Now, when is the next meeting of the ICC, and is this issue expected to come up once again? Can finally the ICC be expected to take some action on this issue at that meeting?
Well, ideally, yes, there are two issues to it. One is the ACC meeting and the ICC. I think the point of the ACC meeting, which was supposed to happen and did happen via teleconference with Mr. Rajiv Shukla and Ashish Shelar from India representing. In fact, there were 3 points that needed to be discussed. One was this, second one was the exit of the Afghanistan board, and third one was the junior upcoming under-19 World Cup coming up. But unfortunately, everybody got stuck on to this particular thing. I'm told within the ACC, Pakistan enjoys rights of only or support of only 2 or 3 countries. Rest, all the countries are coming together and rallying around India, because you must realize ICC is virtually run by an Indian. Unfortunately, there are 2 aspects to it. One is about the trophy, and second is about why Mohsin Naqvi is getting fame and he's getting excited about the entire thing. ACC again has is being operated by Pakistani origin officials based from the ACC headquarters. Also, the UAE cricket which is also dominated by the Pakistani nationals who've been keeping this issue on far too long. I'm told even the head of media at the UAE is a former Pakistan Cricket Board GM media. So you could see there's a strong link, and that is the reason why they are fanning this topic at a far too long, greater this thing. They are trying to make it an issue out of no issue. Let me tell you, as Noel said, that within 6 months, people would have forgotten who Mohsin Naqvi is. Of course, Asia Cup is going to be remembered, but in the history of cricket, and like we are the students of the history of cricket, Mohsin Naqvi, apart from holding the PCB, unfortunately, he's occupying it and he's been ordained to do it. He has no other legacy that he will leave behind. In fact, he's brought a lot of disrepute and shame. Unfortunately, the Pakistani former officials who are working in UAE Cricket Board and ACC Council are fanning the entire controversy. Over to you, Uday.
Yes, let me in fact take that back to Tos Rizvi on, of course, as to why there is so much of delay in removing this individual from his post. At the end of the day, he has committed a crime. He has not handed over the trophy to a country that has legitimately won the trophy by winning all matches of the tournament and winning the final decisively as well. There were other individuals at the closing ceremony, at the presentation ceremony, who could have handed over the trophy as well. So he obviously has gone out of his way to deny a winning team the trophy. Surely this is a crime. Surely this goes against the rules. What is then stopping the ICC from taking action? Do we expect any sort of movement on this in the next meeting that perhaps will be expected later this month or next month?
Exactly. Yeah. BCCI is taking one step at a time. They're buying time. They just want to. One of the reasons could be they want to expose Mohsin Naqvi. I mean, one letter after another, one meeting after another. There have been talks in the circles about this guy bringing the game to disrepute. So some way or the other, it's only exposing Mohsin Naqvi and Pakistan Cricket Board the way these guys have handled, and considering he's also an ambassador or rather the representative of Pakistan PCB. So sooner than later, action will be taken, but it's up to the BCCI exactly. BCCI is following a certain process. They are going by a protocol. They're going by one meeting at a time. They raised the objection in the last meeting where Ashish Shelar and Rajesh, former Treasurer Ashish Shelar and the current Maharashtra State Minister and Rajesh Shukla, Vice President, straight away made an exit during the online meeting and showing exactly how unhappy they were with the happenings that happened in the Asia Cup, and which definitely might have embarrassed Mohsin Naqvi. But and again, it's they have definitely raised an issue that if this keeps on delaying, the BCCI will raise this issue and strongly. I mean, yeah, it's high time. We should be clear, and the BCCI should be clear in their message what exactly they want to do with this. The action has to be taken because something like this has never happened before. Mohsin Naqvi stealing the trophy, or rather walking away with the trophy, he was not the winner. Pakistan was definitely the loser in between both the sides. But again, it's still it's a loss of Indian cricket. I mean, our boys, Indian cricketers, posed without a trophy shows that how desperate Pakistani cricket fans, or maybe Mohsin Naqvi was desperate to have this particular trophy, which they couldn't have thanks to their uh, bad cricket that they played on the day. But again, BCCI will have to be quick in their action, put up letters after letters, otherwise it's only going to get delayed. But again, we know exactly who the winners were, and the world knows.
Okay, let me also get in now Shekhar Vijayan, sports commentator who has joined the broadcast now. Shekhar, what do you make of this latest statement by Mohsin Naqvi? What do you read between the lines into what he said? What is the intention of his? And is it cutting ice with anyone?
Uday, thank you for having me over, and good evening to all my fellow panelists. From the time we've been speaking about this, I've also noticed Mohsin Naqvi's body language is arrogance personified. From the time the Asia Cup started to the time of the handing over the trophy and all the shenanigans which he did, I think it's purely arrogance personified. But I think the bigger issue here is the protocol of the Asia Cup. You're talking about the Asia Cup. Like, what is the protocol in terms of giving it to the winners, in terms of doing it in a civilized manner? I think everything has, they just not followed the rules. Mohsin Naqvi has treated it like his own fiefdom. He thought, like you have kids, who have their own bat and ball, and once the game gets over, they take the bat and go home. He thought he'd do this with India, but he does not understand. He's battling with a country which is not going to bog down now. And I think ICC and BCCI should take this very seriously. They really should lodge a complaint. There should be a charter which they should have when they play against Pakistan, because this is not a tournament which is played between two neighborhoods. You're talking about the Asia Cup here, and there are other countries also which are playing this format, which is Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, and I'm sure Afghanistan and Sri Lanka is thinking the same what India would feel. I think more than anything else, we should look at it from a tournament perspective. This does not set a good precedent in terms of the ACC chief, thinking like this is backyard cricket for him and he can just take the trophy and go back home. It doesn't work in that way. India played well, India won, and India has got the financial muscle, India has got the cricketing muscle, and India has played well against Pakistan or any other team which qualified for the Asia Cup. So it goes without saying the trophy should have been given to them, and now they should not be giving to the demands of Pakistan or this Mohsin Naqvi guy in terms of how he wants to give the trophy. That is not his job. He's just an organizational function there. I think the bigger issue here is the future of the Asia Cup. The bigger issue here is, if this is how the Asia Cup is going to be this year, how's it going to be in the next few years? I think there needs to be a rule in place. There needs to be a charter in place. There needs to be a format in place. You cannot let the tournament go into quandary because of one person's shenanigans. I think that's important.
I'm going to come back across to you now, Noel, on what happens next now. As Tos was just saying, that momentum must be seized by BCCI. They should not let up. Right now, they should continue these pressure tactics and letters, and of course, the lobbying as well. What happens next? What would you expect next?
Well, I think BCCI is taking all steps as far as I've come to know, and I know that every measures are being taken, meetings are being held. I think it will take some time, a slow process, but I think next ICC has to intervene, as Vijay Shekhar has said, the BCCI and ICC has to put their muscles across to them, especially to the person who will be known very shortly. For another 6 months he'll be there. After that, who's Naqvi, no one will know. So I think things will be put across to them also. I think we should be getting the trophy very soon, because BCCI is not going to let this go, because we, as Shekhar said, we are the powerhouse. We have everything under our belt. So I think ICC will intervene in this, because ICC knows how powerful BCCI is all about. So I think we just have to wait and see how strong from here now BCCI will act after this statement what he has given. Naqvi. I think the secretary, the president, and all the new panel, I think they will be having a meeting shortly. I think they will to conclude this enigma of this trophy, because we are the ones who won it. As it's not a backyard cricket, as Vijay said, where he can just play आपस में खेल लिए and then ना आप लेके चले गए चोरी से. That's not going to happen. Okay, he should know that. So I think it's time that he hands over the trophy in a nice way and in a better way before things get to what no one expects.
Yes, but will that happen? Will that happen, of course, or will the ICC have to crack down, Tos? What is the big, your big analysis? And also, episodes like this, once again, embolden those who were saying in the first place, boycott Pakistan, don't play them.
Yeah, ICC is not blind. I mean, they must have taken notice of what exactly has happened over the time. I mean, considering it were all over the newspapers, it went international, and the thing that Mohsin Naqvi did was pretty embarrassing. So some way or the other, I mean, it has conveyed, as I earlier said, it has embarrassed Pakistan cricket. And if this hasn't embarrassed Pakistan, then what else will embarrass Pakistan? I mean, you've been trophy chore, you've been called trophy chore, you've been humiliated by a lot of other countries. Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, smaller boards have accused you of stealing the trophy. So what else exactly you have conveyed to the other boards? Some way or the other, you have lost the respect that your legends of the game, like the Wasims and the Imrans, had made Pakistan into one big team. But your show, Mohsin Naqvi's show, has completely damage its reputation. And again, I mean, I don't want to even talk about whatever is happening on the field. They are a failed nation, a failed economy, failed industry, failed politically, failed, and now cricket as well. And cricket administration is the final nail in the coffin, could be the final nail in the coffin. Some way or the other, I think ICC definitely has taken note, but again, they are waiting for BCCI to exactly formally register a complaint, which ICC or BCCI hasn't done. They have followed a certain process. They have written letters to the Asian Cricket Council, especially considering he's the chairman, to Mohsin Naqvi, that hand over the trophy, otherwise it's going to be very, very bad for you all. At the end, when the ICC meets, BCCI will definitely put up this issue, and the action would definitely affect their reputation, which is already damaged. So I don't know what else, whether it's going to be physical. Obviously, you can't go physical with considering the board members. But again, it's going to be more of a formal process. I think it's more about the other boards who should take the initiative. They should throw them out. It should be a coup right now. They should completely throw Pakistan out of this power. Noel Bhai said it's still a chair. He's not a powerful man. Pakistan is not a powerful board. So there should be a coup right now. The majority should come and take the trophy away from him, kick him out of the Asian Cricket Council office. This cannot be done. This is only said, but then again, what else to do if you want to take quick action? This is the only way.
Okay. My thanks to our guests for joining us. We've run out of time. It's time for a very short break.